You know, morning. Happy Saturday. Hope you figured out a good way to protest what's going on in America. Semper Fi, all that stuff, right? Hey, anyway. Once met a fellow with the last name of Zook. And one of the reasons I knew him pretty well is he saved me from being last in a line. Many lines. In the days of alphabet lines. Met another fellow name of Ife. And that's the only name anyone knew him by. Big fella, 6'6", just big healthy man. But at the time, in the context, in the place, in the being, Ife meant identification, friend or foe. It's an air air control, command and control thing. Identification, friend or foe. Very quickly. Do you pull the trigger or do you not pull the trigger? That's IFE. IFF. That's buried in training specific to folks that need training like that. That one word, that concept, identification, friend or foe, how do you do that? Well, I've failed many a time, but it's a concept, it's an idea. So this fellow Ife, we had some good conversations. This was a time when security clearances mattered, so that IFF strip is important. You can set careers and paths and boundaries for a future. So being aware of identification, friend or foe, maybe these terms, these ideas come from being indoctrinated. You could say, you could argue, but they're terms, they're concepts in use. If you don't put a three-letter word in front of them claiming some glorious power or being from them, they're simple words. Good and evil is very fuzzy because that question, that proposition, has what's called an excluded middle. And who decided to exclude the middle in this true or false conversation? So, Ife, who's presenting the question? Because that brings context, it brings framing. Another class, sit in for days, go out and apply it out in a manufacturing operation, right? Framing, how you look at things, or the picture frame that you put around something when presenting to someone else. Carpenter's no framing. That was probably my first skill or trade. Just learned because my dad did. And we had wood shops in high school. Basically, trade and hobby training in high school. So you get some other crafts. You might learn how to draft. You might learn home economics. These are crafts and trades and tools. Being able to cook's a nice thing. Although mac and cheese. Ife, identification, friend or foe. That is a false dichotomy until you have to make that decision quickly. If you have to pull a trigger. This is why the weapons debate is a fake thing. You almost have no right to bring it off your property. No inherent right. You might have a privilege to bring it off your property. So we're going on 5 minutes and 7 topics, conversationally speaking. Oh, hey, deep ocean mining. I did find a paper on concerns about the acoustic damage, the acoustic noise from deep ocean mining operations that will affect marine life near it, around it. Now that marine life, that squid swimming in the sea, that's his home. If you can hear in the background here, there's road noise, constant road noise. And depending on the day and the weather and the humidity, we might hear a highway that's only a block away, an incessant noise until a truck goes by and adds to the rumbling. What are the fish going to think of that? Who are they going to tell? Who are they going to petition? This is about doing shit right. This is about using the intelligence, the knowledge, and respecting in something we trust. These are institutions, of which religion has many of them. Science has many of them. These sciences, knowledge. Pieces out 6 minutes of love and reality.